Take your advance on my ass tonight. Throw me on the bed and have your way with me. Anyway, speaking of getting fucked, yeah, this is gonna be another rambling video. I don't give a fuck. I just have not been in the mood to make clips or just Trump bullshit, any of that fucking idiocy. I can't deal with none of it right now. I'm just not in the mood. So, I kind of had a little bit of a problem. Which, ironically, I mean, we're talking, it's gotta be like end of fucking days. This has to be the end of fucking days. This story is proof that we're all gonna die. Because something actually worked out for me the way it was supposed to. Because you have to understand, I'm a firm believer that, like, for example, if I buy something, it should work. Now, I can understand once in a blue moon you get a broken one. Fine, I could deal with that. But it's like when I push a button, something should work. Well, anyways, let me start off. Today's Sunday. Today is the 15th of July, and it's been a hot ass fuck July. Don't even get me started. Today's another hot one. Pisses me off. Whatever. And it's also the WWE pay-per-view. Now, for some odd fucking reason, I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is, because I'm a complete loser. I still watch that bullshit. Because you have to understand, my grandfather would come over on Saturdays, just like Saturday morning superstar bullshit back in the day, like late 80s, early 90s. And because we had cable, he would come over and watch wrestling. And he sort of got me hooked on it. It was kind of like the one thing he and I did. We didn't actually do it together necessarily, or even discuss it necessarily, but whatever. So, this is back in the day when they had the big four. You had WrestleMania in April. You had Royal Rumble, January. April, you had WrestleMania. SummerSlam in August, and then November you had Survivor Series. So we would get the big four on the pay-per-view, and this is back when they were like $50, $60, whatever it was. And we would record them on VHS, and then every holiday, either Christmas or Mother's Day, we would bring up the VHS and let my grandfather watch them. Because, again, there was no internet, so there was no, like, if you didn't see it on 3, 5, and 7, you know, you weren't getting spoiled. So he could go like 8 months and not get spoiled. Like, oh gee, Hulk Hogan won, you know. No, there was no spoiler. I mean, it was just one of those things. So I do it mainly for nostalgia. And I mean, there are parts of it that I do like watching NXT. Believe me, this is going somewhere. Like watching NXT, I sit here and I root for the guys and girls to you know, get it right, to get better, to be like, okay, that was a good performance, great. They're getting better. Their promos are getting better. It's one of those things where it's like I almost feel like I'm kind of cheering them on to do better. Or on the main roster, if they don't do better, fuck them, they're out of there. Fuck them, they're done. So it's a weird little thing. Anyways, today is supposed to be the pay-per-view. Well, it is, but no, I had saved up my last like $25 for the month because everything's paid. I gotta go shopping. I gotta go grocery shopping one more time, but everything's paid. The rent's paid. The phone's paid. The cable's paid, or the internet's paid. Everything's paid. Everything's been paid. So I had like an extra $25, and I thought, well, you know, that's the pay-per-view. Why don't I order out? So I've been kind of keeping this $25 because I can get a mixed sub. I used to do turkey, but now I'm into mixed. I don't know why. Whatever. I could do a mixed sub. I could get French fries, and I've been on a kick for onion rings. So I've been doing French fries and onion rings. And I can get all of that for under $20. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. Maybe I can even get dessert for like $2 or $3 because they have like brownies or cookies or whatnot, cakes and pies. I could do something like that, so I can have like I still have maybe $2 or $3 left, right? So I'm planning on all this. It's whatever. Well, I go to check. I just Friday. Something said to me, check, make sure your money's there because, Sunday's coming up. Because I wasn't even thinking it's the weekend. If something fucks up, I was like, well, you know what? Shit, let me just check and make sure the money's still there. Because, you don't want to forget something and, here's $8 that came out from, iTunes or some bullshit. Because they seem to take forever to take the money out, but whatever. So I said, all right, let's do it. And when I did, I noticed I'm $1.97 in the red. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I was supposed to be like $25 in it. Now I'm minus 20 or minus $1.90 something. Which, and I looked, and it said, now this was the 13th, which is Friday. It said on the 10th, a $27 order was taken out. And I looked, it was from fucking Xbox Live, and I have not even touched my Xbox in over a year. Well, I say it's not true. I mean, as far as like going on and playing like on a regular basis, I haven't done that. I have done stuff on the Xbox, but not, Xbox Live. The only reason I got Xbox Live is because they had a deal. And I bought it for a couple months. And I don't even think I used it all that much. I think I used it for like that day. Because what I do is when they have them, because like sometimes they'll have like the whole month for $1 or $5 or something, or in this case I think it was $10 for 3 months. I was like, well shit, I can get that. And I always go and hit the auto renew, turn it off. Well, apparently it didn't turn off, and they auto renewed for like $27. It was tax. It was like 20. It was 25, 20 something, whatever. It was whatever. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Because now I'm screwed because it's like I literally have no cash for the rest of the month. None. Zero. Like I am cashless, motherfucker. I have no money. I got money for food that's in the other account, but that's it. And I can't like finagle stuff and move stuff around. There's none of that stuff. I have no money at all right now. And mainly it's because I had to buy that stupid $40 fan, and then it was something else I had to get that broke. And it's like $100 got tied up in shit that I shouldn't have had to buy. But just the way things had progressed, I had to. Shit happens. And I was going to basically break even again. Well, this really put a fucking damper because not only did they take my money, they took out more than I had, which means the bank is going to rate me a $30 overdraft fee, which is just straight fucking bullshit, for like $1. And anyway, so I'm like running around, I'm like, what the fuck do I do? I don't know who to call. I don't know what to do. So I said, let's go to Xbox.com. So I go to Xbox.com. And I try to figure out what to do. First thing I do, I check the auto renew. Yeah, it was still on. I turned that off. I mean, at least I did that. And the only thing I could do is get on with one of their live, they have that live text chat shit support. And so I talked to this one guy. I explained the situation. And he's like, can you explain why you want to get rid of it? I basically said, because it overdrew my account, I just don't have money in it. I just don't have money in that particular account. Which is true. I mean, I had like $25 and they took out like 26 something or 27 something, whatever it was. So basically, I'm very, very surprised that after a few questions and a few, like, what's your gamer tag, what's your name, blah, 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 they basically refunded my money. Now here's the kicker. He said it could take up to 3 days, which it probably will. Which means Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then, of course, the bank is going to dildo around, which I am surprised they did not charge me, because it was 3 days. They took the money out, or they took that, they took the money, basically, well, actually, I don't think they took it out, but they charged it. And they should have charged me $30 for overdraft. Well, they didn't, essentially, long story short. So, because what would happen is you got 3 days dicking around with Microsoft to actually refund it, and then at least 7 to 10 days from the bank to start fucking around and be like, well, because usually if I overdraft, they hammer me instantly. Yet if something happens on their end, it's 5 to 7 days. Well, I decided to check last night. It was 24. It was over 24 hours later. I said, let me just check my account. And when I did, I looked, $25. It was $25 in his back. They put it back, and the bank didn't charge me anything. I cannot believe that happened. I cannot believe I didn't get fucked. Because again, today was the pay-per-view. I wanted to order the fuck out. I check on Friday, my money's gone, and it's overdraft. And the bank didn't charge me overdraft fee, and Microsoft actually gave my money back. And not only that, but did it the day before so that I could still order out on Sunday today. So it all evened out, even though it was a bunch of bullshit. That right there should prove that the end of the world is coming, because nothing good like that ever happens to me. I mean, I might get a few random moments like, okay, we'll refund your money, blah, 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 but it'll take like 8 days. 7-8 days. Okay, fine. I was expecting that $30 to be in limbo again like it was the last time. Because what happened was, when I went to do my internet from Spectrum, something was going on, and I hit send. Didn't go through. I hit send again. Didn't go through. Hit send again. Next thing I know, I go to take money out to pay my rent, and it's like insignificant funds, and there's like $200 in limbo, because apparently every time I hit send, it did one of those pre-authorization bullshit things. And what pisses me off is Obama was supposed to do away with that shit. So, like, for example, if I've got a debit card, I can't take money out. But what they didn't do, and this pisses me off, and I don't know how much of it was Obama versus the Republicans, and it probably was Republicans because they're a bunch of assholes and greedy fucks when it comes to this type of stuff, is that if you have auto-renew will go through no matter what, whether you got money or not. So, like, if, let's say I was in a spot and I had no money, I can't just take out $20 and then pay it back next time with whatever the overdraft fee. Like, for example, I could take $20 out and then next month have to pay them $50 because they'll charge me like $25, $30 plus the money. You can do that. But the problem is now I have to tell the bank, yes, put me on that. Because all Obama did was take it so that I don't have, I can't take money out if I don't have, which I don't want to be able to do that anyway. But if you want to stay on the way it is, because obviously the bank wants you to do it because they want to make the money, you have to tell the bank personally, yes, keep me on this. But again, if somebody takes out an auto-renew, that shit goes through without a problem. So like I said, I was extremely surprised that this played out the way it did. So anyways, I ordered out today, and within like 2 minutes, I ordered my sub. I was gonna get the fries because they used to have the curly fries, and I like the curly fries. I get the curly fries with the mild sauce, that buffalo sauce, and I like that. But the problem is they jacked up the price. It used to be like $4, then it went $4.25, then it was $4.50, then it was up to $4.75, and I'm like, fuck you guys. I'll just get regular French fries at $4. So I was gonna get the French fries, and like I said, I've been I've been on this kick for onion rings lately. It's just last couple months. It's just onion rings, onion rings, onion rings. And I thought, well, instead of doing that, because that's $4. The French fries are $4, and the onion rings are 4.25. That's 8.25 right there for those two little things, which is just bullshit. But whatever. I thought, well, you know what? I could get one of those combo platters. They have the deep fried stuff where you get 3 pieces of breaded chicken. You get 3 pieces of mozzarella stick, and you get a bunch of onion rings. I thought, well, shit. I get my onion rings, I get some chicken, I get some mozzarella. Fine. Well, these sons of bitches today, they went super fucking cheap with my order. Super fucking cheap. First off, they took out one of the chicken tenders, which pisses me off. So instead of having 3, I had 2. And then the marinara sauce that was supposed to be in there, they didn't bother putting in there. The buffalo sauce that they did put in there was only half full, which is just bullshit. And then my sub, and they always go cheap on the meat. You're talking like 1 layer of meat, that's it. You're like 1 layer of meat, 1 layer of cheese, and that's about it. I ordered a large sub, which usually what they do is it's such a large sub that they cut it in half, and then they cut those halves in half, so they quarter it. This was basically half of a sub masquerading as a full sub. I swear to God, each piece was like 1.5 inches long. I mean, it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? I paid almost $25 for this shit, and you're giving me half the fucking food. Pisses me off, but whatever. At least I got it. I'm not going to complain about that, but just cheap as fuck, dude. Anyways, I make the order, and all of a sudden, within like 2 minutes of it, I get a phone call. And I usually wait, because sometimes they do calls, like, oh, there's a problem with the order, blah, blah, blah. Well, on their web service that they have Half Moon cookies. And I thought, well, shit, for $1.20, let me get 2 Half Moon cookies, and, I'll have a little fucking dessert, too, why not? Because I'm basically saving money by getting that combo platter. So instead of like 4 or 8.25, it's 7 something. It's under $8. So it's actually cheaper to get the combo platter. So I said, well, shit, I'll spend that extra $1 or whatever it was on, Half Moon cookie. Well, apparently they didn't have any Half Moon cookies, so they're like, oh, you want to get a brownie instead? So I said, fine, give me the fucking brownie. Now, I'm hoping the brownie was the same damn price, because I didn't pay attention. He didn't mention it, and I didn't even look, because the brownie was more than the Half Moon cookie, which I don't think it was. But if it was, then I'm fucked, because I got like $2 in the fucking account, so if the brownies were, I don't know, that could be a problem, but whatever. Anyways, long story short, it's been one of those fucking lives, just constant fucking bullshit. And then we got the construction going on next door, literally next door, on the other side of the fucking wall, which is just giving me the shits because I hate banging. Dude, the only thing I got from my family, see, the problem is, I'm going to shift gears here, but Graham set me down one day and said, Peter, and she basically said, everything that I have, 50 cents of everything I have is yours, and 50 cents of everything I have is Gene's. And I was like, okay, that sounds reasonable. The only problem is, she left it all in the bank, the state stole it, the nursing home took it, there was nothing. The only thing I got from my grandmother was legitimate PTSD. Coming down at 3 a.m. to pick her up off the fucking floor, which I couldn't do. I had to call 911 or call one of the cousins at 3 a.m. Coming down and seeing her in a pool of her own blood and piss. Literally, not jokingly or just, she literally was in a pool of her own blood that one day. When she broke her nose or busted her, I don't know if she broke it, but she busted it up. And if I really dwell on that moment, I begin to shake, and it like fucks me up. And like loud noises get to me now because I feel like they're coming for me. It feels like That's what it feels like. It feels like somebody's coming to get me, or they're going to discover my secret, kind of a deal, or they're like the kitchen is a mess and they're going to see it, kind of a deal. That's what it feels like. And I have legitimate PTSD due to my fucking family. You understand that? That's not a joke. That's not like, oh, ha, ha, ha. No, I mean, I'm dead serious when I say that. I have legitimate PTSD. Like, to the point where I start to shake. I get anxiety and nervous. And it's like, then I hear banging, and it's like, what the fuck is that? Because you can understand, I had to listen upstairs, because I was upstairs. I was renting the apartment upstairs from Graham, so every time she fell or whatever, Peter, I had to listen for that shit. So every time I hear banging and shit, and then what happened is when Jean took over downstairs, I would hear a couple loud thuds. I thought she just dropped a pan or something. Apparently she had been falling too. One day she fell out of fucking bed. So it's like, every time I hear a bang, I'm like, it's like I perk my ears up and I look around like, what the fuck? And it's just, it freaks me out every time I hear banging, and it's just bang, 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 and it's all they're doing next door, just banging the fucking walls and shit, and oh my Christ, are you kidding me? Anyways, whatever. So, I kind of got a little pissed off, not gonna lie. Well, first off, I was playing Destiny. I was online, I was doing stuff, and all of a sudden, bing, bong, this fucking doorbell rings. I'm like, God, I started cursing. One of them's out in the hallway, and I know they heard me. And the other one they went downstairs, around the front, came up the other stairs, and rang on my doorbell. And I started cursing. I was like, God damn it, can you leave me the fuck alone, blah, blah, blah. I said all this horrible stuff. And like I said, I know they were on the other side of the door. I know they heard me. But it's just, like, I flipped out when I heard the fucking bell. Because it was like, I knew they were coming, kind of a deal. I knew they were coming for me. Well, they were coming for me, basically. Literally. In that case. And they want to know, oh, what can we do with your stuff? Because basically they're going to take those 2 rooms over there. They're going to add on outside and make another little fucking apartment over there, which just eats my fucking, oh my god, rubs my fucking gears the wrong way. I swear to Christ on that one. Whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. People should have, I literally said, you guys should have thought of that. And I was like, I don't know. And the guy, he's like, well, Cousin Mary's going to be over soon. Can you come out and can you come out and figure out what we're going to do? Blah, blah, blah. Well, all of a sudden, I hear Cousin Mary banging on the door. Blah, blah, blah. I come out there. All my stuff is piled up in a fucking... You understand, I got like 1,000 comic books over there. I had stuff that was in storage, but it was in storage that I needed to get... Like, if I needed to get to it, it was there. I know they could have put the stuff in storage out in the pole barn, but I don't want to go out in the pole barn if I can't get out there. If what, like, for example, there was PS3 cords, it was Xbox One cords, there was cords, there was things, and it was just stuff that I needed to keep, but I didn't want it to be like too far away. I had pictures, like the family photo albums were there. It was just a bunch of stuff. And then I come out and I see it sitting there in just a pile, and it's like, and she's like, what do you want to do with this stuff? And I'm like, I was like, you guys should have thought of that. I don't know, what the fuck? I said, throw it in the fucking trash. And I walked away. And everybody got pissed off. Ironically, they didn't seem to get pissed at me. They were all like sympathetic, like, oh, we understand, you're taking away your privacy and blah, blah, blah. They were all like all poo-pooey that I was upset. They were more upset that I was upset, which is ironic and odd to me. Because usually when that type of shit happens, it's like, oh, he's such an asshole. Which I've never understood. Like, Gene used to call me an asshole. Now, if I'm an asshole, why do you continuously come around me? I've never understood that. If I am such a fucking asshole, a piece of shit, why do you keep invoking your bullshit into my existence? I never understood that. So, whatever. And I walked away. So the next day, fucking bing bong, fucking doorbell rings. I'm like, God, I started swearing again. Now it was the other one, because you got the guy and his wife. First it was the wife, then I was kind of nicer to her, and then after the blow up, they come out the next day. Oh, what can we do with your stuff? Blah blah blah. I was like, I don't know. You're gonna have to put it out here, out in front of the stairs, because there's that area. Then we go down the stairs, and you go the other way. There's the deck. So I was like, you're gonna have to put it out here. So now all my comic books are literally outside, and it's fucking 100 degrees, and I don't want my comic books out there, and I'm going to have to bring them all inside, which means I can't carry them all, which means I have to take handfuls, bring them in, rest, go out, bring another handful. There's 1,000 comics there, dude. I so far have made probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. Probably, that's just one row, so 18, maybe 19, almost 20 trips back and forth, just taking handfuls of comics and just bringing them in. And of course, I have nowhere to put them, so I had to take them off the shelf that's out there, because they took the whole shelving unit out there, like a whole bookshelf. So I have to take them off the shelf so that I can actually physically move the shelf, assuming I can, because my back is all fucked up. But I can't move it with all the comic books on it, so I had to take them off, bring them inside, and then move the shelf back, take all the comics that I put in a big pile back on the shelf, and then the ones in the little tub containers, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with those. There's no way I can lift those. Those things are fucking heavy, dude. They got to be at least a good 120 pounds. And my back, the way it is, I'm not even supposed to lift like 15 pounds. So, I don't know, you put like 200-300 comics in a fucking, those little bins, those plastic bins with the lids, that's some heavy shit right there. So I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I got the first 2 rows off. I got 3 more rows to go. And it's going to take a while. It's going to take probably another week to get them all inside. And that doesn't even include trying to get the fucking bookshelf back inside. That's going to be a bitch in and of itself. I may have to have them just bring it back inside. I don't know. But I don't want them inside my house. No offense, I just don't. Well, see, the problem is the dog pees when I sleep and he poops. And I let him out. It's like, whatever. So it's like I gotta clean that before somebody comes in, and then it's just a pain in my fucking ass. So I gotta do all that, because some of that other stuff I don't necessarily care if it's out there. Like, I don't care if it's heat warped or whatever. Like your comic books, I don't want my comic books getting heat warped. I just don't. So, anyways, that's what's been going on. That's why I haven't been online lately. I haven't been doing much lately. Just constant freaking bullshit. I don't know why anybody thought it was a good idea to commandeer the 2 rooms on the other side of the house and say, yeah, let's move people in there. I don't understand that. I don't get why that was an idea. I mean, listen, I understand. Oh, the handyman will be right here in case something happens. I may not have to pay rent anymore because they're going to basically be paying the rent. And probably plus some. So it's like, I get it, but it's like, I don't want it, I'd rather not have rent free. I'd rather pay my rent, because, I don't know. I know it sounds stupid, but because you understand, it's like one of the only things that I actually do that make me feel normal is pay my rent. And I've been very good with it. Like, I've paid every single month on time in full for like 10 years, and I take pride in that. So it's like one of the few things that I have, and I don't know. Whatever. I mean, it's still going to be I'm still gonna have to be paying something because it's just the way it is. But maybe it can be a little less. I don't know, as opposed to a little more, which I suppose is good. I don't know. Then you got to go through all the bullshit with all that, and it's like, if anybody asks, you're still paying it, but you're not, but you are, but it is what it is. I don't know, man. Just every day it seems to be the fucking problem somewhere. Anyways, I don't know. I think this is gonna be the end of the clip today because it's just crazy. It's like, honest to God, I haven't even left the bedroom for like a week. I have not left the bedroom. I mean, I did go out in the kitchen once in a while, and I do let the dog out, so it's not, but as far as like doing anything, yeah, all of a sudden I had money stolen from me, unbeknownst to me. I had it returned. I ordered out. I had half the house stolen from me. I had all my comic books moved out into the hot heat of the summer. And I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about all this. And I'm broke again for another couple weeks. It's like, I don't know, man. It would just be nice not to be fucking broke all the time. And the little bit of rent that I'm paying, even if I didn't have to pay, that's still not even enough to make a dent in my reality. It's not. It's still poverty stricken. But, I don't need any more. That's the problem. It would just be nice to have it. You know what I'm saying? Because I break even. Every month I break even. I do what I gotta do to survive. I break even. I get a few things here or there that I need around the house. Occasional video game, occasional movie, whatever. And that's about it. I break even. I don't know, it would just be nice not to break even. It'd be nice to have money for a computer, Instead of having to buy a used $200 piece of trash all the time that runs like crap because of somebody else's hand-me-down bullshit. Just my life sucks, But I don't need that much, so luckily, Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I do need some stuff, but I need about $500 worth of clothes, which I got to figure out what the hell happened. I bought a shirt this month, and it isn't here yet. I bought it, I don't know, sometime last week. No, actually, shit, this is the 14th? This is like going on week 2. It should have been here in like 4 days, 5 days. I don't know, it's not here. I knew that was too good to be true. Usually those shirts are like $40. And then, well, the other place was $40. They're $40 a pop with $10 to ship it. So it's like $50 shirts, which is bullshit. This one was $14 on sale and like $5 to ship it, so it came to like $21 for a shirt in my size, which is unheard of. And of course, I haven't received it yet. Now, whether somebody got the mail and didn't deliver it or set it down somewhere, I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. I don't know, man. It's just constant. It's like every time I turn around, it's like, can you bend me over any deeper? I just, I know that sounds graphic, but it is what it is. So what else is going on? So, got the pay-per-view going on today. It's, almost 3 o'clock, so that'll be coming on probably 4 hours. Hopefully I get to go shopping on Tuesday, because I'm almost out of stuff. Well, actually, one of the reasons I had to order out today is because I think I've got like one more thing of chicken. I've got 2 things of chicken, so I got Monday and then maybe Tuesday covered. And I need to go shopping on Tuesday, so whatever. And then I got to figure out stuff that I can get for the next 2 weeks. Shit that's gonna last me. I think what I'm gonna do is get some French fries and some fish sticks. I'm not a big fish stick fan, but they'll last me 3 or 4 days. You know, each box, so if I get 2 of them, you know, whatever. I don't want to be eating fish sticks for like the whole week, but, you know, whatever. I have to get some macaroni and cheese and shit, because that shit's like $1 a box. That stuff's good. You make a meal out of that fucker. Get some of those rice packets. Although I'm getting tired of rice, I'm getting tired of mac and cheese. Even though I like them, but I'm just getting tired of them because I eat so much of this shit. Whatever. Anyways, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to talk anymore. Fuck this clip. Fuck you, and I'm done.